Imagine that. Okay, I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but it just absolutely makes me so upset. It makes me so upset. So here's the breakdown on this guy right here. Austin Tucker.
All right, friends, I got some terrible news. A 20-year-old lost his life today for deciding that he was going to go to Mar-a-Lago and try to take our president out. This is the third person that has attempted that this one lost their life. This is a problem because if the left wants unity, they need to stop this narrative that they're pushing. Okay? This is what's causing young people to become unhinged. Nobody wants to live in a world like that, right? First of all, we're the strongest military in the world. What makes you think you're going to get to the president? Just saying. Just saying. This guy apparently was related to Lee Harvey Oswald. Just saying. Also, there's a few other things. He was reported missing a few days prior to this incident. And then they also said that he's related to Lee Harvey Oswald, which is concerning in itself too. So the left is spewing poison. We are going through a propaganda phase in the United States where we have so many leftists, so many people just believing what is being put onto the news instead of doing their own research, their own investigation, looking into it and finding the truth. We're getting people that think they know the truth, but then they jump all over people and they sound stupid because they're obviously not doing their research. And we end up in this situation where a 20-year-old loses his life, and thank God our president didn't lose his life. He was at the White House at the time, and he apparently barged in at 1:30 in the morning, and Secret Service took him out. So another life lost due to choices. I'm sorry, but if I had made that same choice, it would have been my fault too. And to sit here and defend bad people's actions because they decide they don't want to care anymore or they want to unalive somebody because they're not getting their way. This is not how we handle things in the United States. You guys know this. We know this. It's the entitlement. We need to bring ass whoopings back. That kid would have never left the house, 20 years old or not. Last time I got my ass whooped, I was 23 by my parents, and I deserved it. Okay? So my point is here is when there's no discipline, people think they have the right to say and do whatever they want. When there's no discipline, we end up with people making poor choices. When we have propaganda and we have the left pushing things that are not, ideologies that are not true, pushing the word Nazi and Gestapo and racist and all these things that everybody is tired of hearing to push a narrative that's not true. We all know it. We're just sick of hearing it. One day, the nation is going to snap. And it's not going to be good. So we need to correct what we're doing right now to prevent catastrophe going forward. Where I think we're hearing this is in schools. If you're in college, if you're in school, I'm hearing students come out and say that they are being pushed into this ideology. Some kids don't even know what's going on, and yet they're being thrown into protests. Kids should be learning, not in protests. Kids shouldn't even be accessing the stuff that's going on right now. Kids shouldn't even be involved in protests. I'm sorry. I don't want my kid in a protest. I want my kid sitting their ass in school, learning, and doing what they're supposed to. Come home and tell mom about it. Yeah, exactly. Teachers want to push their own narratives. I'm sorry, if I was a principal, I saw purple, pink, blue, leopard hair. No, you're not teaching my students. If you can't set a professional atmosphere at school, you had no business in being a teacher. If you can't set standards in life for our students, then you shouldn't be teaching our students. This is the problem. I would start with the schools, and then I would start definitely with what they're being taught at school for sure, and what their parents are teaching them. Honestly, get back to basic history, tell the full story, and how we ended up here. Real true story, not stuff that I think the other problem is teachers pick their curriculums and they create their own curriculum, which is great and all, but there should be some definitely, I shouldn't have to worry about my kid being manipulated by teachers. or other people at school trying to push narratives that we don't believe in. As parents, we have rights. And so does our president, and he shouldn't be attacked either just because you feel a certain way, because you don't have facts. That's why they have investigators doing their job. Do you think the president of the United States would be president? Leave a comment below if he had done what you guys are saying he's doing, which is absolutely not true. Go through the records and look at it yourself. Something's really off here. Because Democrats really wanted to take him down, but then they weren't able to. Why? Because they didn't have evidence of him doing anything. So, regardless of the fact, anybody, whether it's the president or not, if they were involved in this, they should be locked up, put to sleep, shooting squad. I think Illinois brought it back. I don't know. Something like that. We don't need those people living in a society, and they should never be free because they always re-perpetrate and hurt others. Okay? Just my thoughts of the day. But if y'all have different thoughts, that's fine. Leave a comment below. Let me know. It's okay to dispute, but be respectful. It's okay to not agree with me, but be respectful. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.
While most Americans were asleep, the United States Secret Service acted quickly and decisively to neutralize a crazy person armed with a gun and a gas canister. As you heard from the Palm County Sheriff Department there, who intruded President Trump's home. Federal law enforcement are working 24/7 to keep our country safe and protect all Americans. It's shameless and reckless that Democrats have chosen to shut down their department. It's shameful and reckless that Democrats have chosen to shut down their department. That's an interesting cryptic statement right there. Here's the official statement from the United States Secret Service. And also, by the way, I've got some comments from Dan Bongino, who's former deputy director of the FBI. But